Alrighty, the level 60 Bard quest, I was going to say Archer, to end the Heavensward storyline is the Ballad of Oblivion, given to us by Sanson. We are in Mogta in the Churning Mists. Give me just a second here. Alright. Here we go. He shakes his head. In spite of our best efforts, I'm afraid we weren't able to find Guydelot. If he had any intention to return, he would have done so by now. It seems plain we cannot depend upon him anymore. But with or without him, we must continue our mission. Mogta, our little Moogle companion, who was also in search of the Ballad of Oblivion. I was so hoping to meet Guydelot, but I suppose the show must go on. Now the legend says that the Ballad of Oblivion can be found in the skies to the east. Is there another place like the Churning Mists in that direction, Kupo? My options are yes, it's called the Sea of Clouds, or yes, the Ishgardians have an outpost there. Yes, it's called the Sea of Clouds. Excuse me, sorry. Truly, then that is where we must go. We will need to make a brief visit to Gridania to secure the use of an airship to bear us there. Pray come to the landing when you arrive in the city. We need to go to Gridania? This is just between you and me, but I've actually spoken with Guydelot, Kupo. Unfortunately, he refused to come back, saying that he couldn't bear to face Sanson. I couldn't convince him to join us, but maybe you can, Mercy. Here, take this with you. It's Sanson's journal, the one he's always writing in. I borrowed it. I thought that it might help if you were to show it to Guydelot. You'll find him at the summit of Som Al, Kupo. Gotta go around, apparently. Getting out of here sometimes is annoying. It's not the only place that does this. Am I going too high? We'll find out in a minute here. But to the southeast... Wait, what? I sense the presence of a powerful mark? The fuck does that mean? Whatever. Guydelot is just looking out over what actually kind of looks like a sea of clouds with some floating rocks and some mountains below the clouds that you can see a bit. That's beautiful. Bah, that Mogta blabbed, didn't he? I hand over Sanson's journal. Huh. Sanson's journal, is it? It's nigh filled cover to cover with writings on song. Huh. To see this, you'd think him a bard. I've done a lot of thinking since last we spoke. Though he's no bard, Sanson's bent on finding the song. Hells, he's keener on it than any one of us, and I couldn't understand why, but now I do. Sanson truly believes in song. It's as simple as that. But in the heat of the moment, I accused him of using song as a tool. He shakes his head. That was ill done, and I'm ashamed of myself. I can't bear to be in Sanson's company. I say something to him. You're off to the Sea of Clouds? Then I wish you luck. I can't go with you. I don't have the right. I need to be alone right now and take a long, hard look at myself. You do best not to expect anything of me. I could have just suggested that he be sneaky. Just be a sneaky ranger and kind of like use the terrain and hide and spy on us from afar. Go to the airship landing where Sanson is along with Mogta. I'm pleased to say I was able to secure the Order's cooperation. We have permission to take an airship to the Sea of Clouds. Oh, joy of joys! I'm so excited! I can hear music from the general direction of the airship. Let's not tarry. The Ballad of Oblivion awaits, Kupo. Travel to the Sea of Clouds. Why, yes, I shall. And this zone, if you are not familiar, is just a ton of floating islands, some connected to each other via rock pathways or stairs, or like these man-made like wooden stairs, assuming of course that they don't fluctuate in their distance from each other because they're made of wood, the pathways, and that's not generally a flexible material. Well, I mean, flexible in certain ways that are very beneficial, but not in the way I'm talking about. But anyway, Sanson and Mogta, well, Sanson's looking out over this beautiful expanse, and Mogta senses that an eldritch power rests here, and it fills him with dread. It can only be the Ballad of Oblivion. Though this place is abandoned, such structures as remain are reminiscent of Mogholm. If Moogles once lived here, then we are surely on the right track. Let's scour the entire isle. Let's scour every elm. Zoom out. See, this looks, looks like it's carved. I don't know. So this is a pathway made of rock, but it's too sculpted and whatever. Sanson is here, along with Mogta. There is a rock with kind of like a little, what's it called? I was in choir for God knows how long. Like what musical notes are written on, like those lines. A staff? I think it's, yeah. You think? No. Whatever. Anyway, there's like this musical staff, a few lines running across, and some little, whatever. It's a big rock. Sanson is glowing. So level 60 capped event coming our way. Oh, right away. But probably a cutscene first. There's also a smaller rock, but still pretty big next to it. This stone, it calls to me. I'm gonna grab this just in case there's not a better one. There's probably a better one, hopefully involving Guydelot as well. But and we are seeing the back of Sanson, kind of zooming in on the rock. The Ballad of Oblivion is here. I've never felt so certain of anything in my life. He walks closer to the stone. Mogta kind of puts a hand on his chin like, where have I seen such markings before, Kupo? And he gets shocked and freaked out. I remember now. This is a sealing stone used to seal away baleful beings. You mustn't touch. But he has reached out in that time and touched it. And a yellow light glows from it, and some hair protrudes, along with a female form, possibly Siren. Loud screech hurts our ears. But Siren played a role. Yeah, I was going to say Siren was in Lenosha, Western Lenosha. At least I remember. I feel like I remember that. But this is Ligeia, Ligeia. Female form, has some red feathers about her body, red hair, has a harp. The long cold night is ended, banished by the hand of a fool. Your dreams are mine to see, and your heart is mine to rule. I sing a song of love, and such love I bear for you. With all my heart I give it, and know my heart is true. As I once loved the creatures who upon this land did dwell, but they cast aside my love, so I sent them all to hell. She's not wearing a whole lot of armor. Big boobs. You know, classic. Sanson is covering his ears. My head. Nay, my very soul is like to split. What is this voice? And Mogta's trying to cover his ears as well. Resounds through the heavens and destroys all. Oh gods, this is the Ballad of Oblivion? Sanson is shocked. And this fiend used it to lay waste to an entire tribe of Moogles. This isn't a song. This is an outrage, Kupo. Sanson's now one hand down, one knee down. But look, he's smiling for some reason. All this time, the thing I sought didn't even exist. 'Twas I who released this menace into the world. I will vanquish it, even if it costs me my life. Costs me my life. Flee this place, the both of you. Yeah, but the lady's still up there, floating, playing her harp. I'm staring at her menacingly. And we hear another harp. Guydelot. Who do you think you're trying to impress? Give me a better picture here. Mercy and Mogta aren't running anywhere, and neither am I. We're in this together, to the bitter end. Guydelot? Why are you here? He looks a little bit shocked. Shakes his head, closes his eyes. I'm here because you know nothing, Sanson the Stiff. I can't well leave you to your own devices. Prick up your ears, because I'm not going to say this again. It's the fervent desire to aid our comrades that bestows our songs with power. And those songs have more power than those you compose yourself. If there's no Ballad of Oblivion to be had, we'll just have to create it. They're locked in a stare. Not like a romantic one, but then Sanson looks away and down. Yes, you have the right of it. Let ours be the song of triumph over a legendary fiend. Ha! I like the sound of that. Now then, there's 4 of us to battle the siren. This makes the song a quartet, eh? Sanson smiles, the Moogle dances, I smile. The siren is still floating, playing. We square up. Siren does not look very scared. I'll get a better picture from the video. Hush, my dearest, close your eyes. I'm not gonna. This probably is gonna be quicker than you might normally think because I have the gear. Dang it, where'd you go? I wanted to lock my dots on her. But she teleports to one side and does a dash across, which does barely any damage to us. I'm just not able to use my shit. It sucks. Oops. Oh wait, yeah, just in time. Damn it again. Reduced immunity. She's not taking a whole lot of damage. Am I supposed to do something? Oh wait. Oh, I gotta interrupt. Yeah. Oh, she had like a lunatic voice. I did not get the cadenza, so I got vulnerability 2 stacks. I got down to 10% now. Lunatic Voice is a slower cast, and usually it's the slower cast that they want you to interrupt. Song of Torment was a faster cast. And wasn't flashing, like the lunatic voice was kind of flashing as it was casting, so usually that's a good indicator that you want to interrupt it. But we got it. Woo! The ceiling stone is back to the way it was, Kupo. You were with us aboard the airship, but there's scarcely any room to... never mind that now. Wherever it was you were hiding, you made us all worried sick. Do you know that? He's yelling at Sanson is yelling at Guydelot. If I didn't know before, I certainly do now. I also know how hard you've been working, thanks to this. And My journal! Where did you... Give that back this instant. I need to write it. I need it to write my report. Balls you do. We composed our own Ballad of Oblivion. That's all you need to write. Now that I think about it, my superiors will demand more tangible results. Ah, but of course, such abilities that Mercy mastered during the journey, they shall serve admirably. Bah, make up your bloody mind. When I return to Mogholm, I'm going to tell everyone that we created our very own Ballad of Oblivion, Kupo. Guydelot nods. Speaking of returning, I'd best get back to being a quiverman. And who knows, I might even try to behave myself from now on. But whatever I might get up to, know that I won't rest until I surpass both Jahantel and Mercy. I look forward to the day that you do. Remember, my plan can't succeed without you. Please send me word when the unit is formed. I'll come and pay everyone a visit, Kupo. You shall be the first to know, my friend. And on that note, let's get home, says Guydelot, stretching. Nods all around. Oh, those are, yeah, I was gonna say those are 59 and angry. I'm glad I mounted up as I was running. Back to this little airship landing spot. I almost flew off a cliff. And wow, I would have died right there. Upon returning to Gridania, I must report to both the Order of the Twin Adder and the God's Quiver. While I attend to business, might I trouble you to pay Jahantel a visit? He will doubtless desire to hear an account of our journey. Thank you, Mercy, for everything. For everything. I know not when it will be, but I look forward to the day we meet again. And we say yes to traveling to Gridania. Oh, quarry mill? Okay. I mean, Jahantel was training people in Gridania, right? So I was kind of surprised that he was in quarry mill. But as I was saying, if it seemed like I was... What the hell? A bed? Bed mount? That's cool. I didn't know there was a flying bed in this game. It's the first time I've seen one. But yeah, I've got the gear. Tombstone gear. Poetics, level 60. So I'm kind of worried like how long that fight would have taken without it. Because, damn. It seemed like she wasn't taking a whole lot of damage in the first place. But it was like really slow. Here's Jahantel in his normal spot. Campfire. South Shroud. For the turn-in. A rousing tale of friendship in the face of adversity. I thank you for watching over Sanson and Guydelot. When Sanson's plan begins taking shape, he may count on me to aid him in whatever way I am able. As for you, my friend, it is plain that your experiences have raised you higher as a bard, and I had expected they would. I pray that you shall ever be a paragon of our art, enriching the hearts of men with song. 100,000 experience points, 908 gil, and Aoidos, a tire coffer. Aoidos was one of the terms in Final Fantasy XI when you were gathering these materials that you would then, like, you gather 8 to upgrade your body and 6 to upgrade your hands, kind of thing. Like, Aoidos something. I don't remember it being attached to, like, bards or rangers, because they were different classes. But they probably were, you know. And then we get Sidewinder, which is yet another off global cooldown instant. This one's a minute recast. 320 potency. I think it's lower potency than... Was it Imperial Shot that we got recently? So you still use Imperial Shot. There, like, Sidewinder was one of the badass weapon skills in Final Fantasy XI for... I don't know how many classes could use it. I know Ranger for sure. Because not every class in that game could use the weapon skills of every weapon. Like, some were specific to specific jobs. And that was my last level 60, like, Heavensward quest. So did I get another achievement? No, just the Bard one. Okay. But yeah, anyway. No, Imperial Arrow is 240. This is 320. Oh, man. Where to put things? I almost never use Repelling Shot, but I still want to keep it on V. Do I want to... I have some classes that use X for something that is definitely... Okay, so what does this change? Wind Bite. I've started doing Wind Bite to open. And immediately, as soon as I can, Wanderer's Minuet, Venomous Bite, Raging Strikes, Battle Voice, like together, back to back, off global cooldown stuff, Heavy Shot, and now I will be doing Sidewinder, Imperial Arrow. I don't even know if Barrage was... Okay, I guess I did. Sidewinder, Imperial Arrow, and then, you know, Heavy Shot, using Pitch Perfect when it glows. I kind of want to move that down. Should I do that? I've been wanting to do that a little bit. Move it down here so I can freaking see. I don't want the progress bar to be an issue, but I'm not looking over here when I do my things. You know, when I'm doing my rotations. There might be a time at later levels when this gets... Oh, wait. Save for now. When this gets too convoluted to keep it down here, but I think for now it's going to be okay. I can even move it down a bit. HUD. I'm still not clipping this progress bar just in case that's a problem. Cool. All right, let's go check out the gear. I recently learned, or at least it feels like this is true, but I think Sprint doesn't stack with Peloton, but Jog does, because when I had Jog active, it looked like I was moving faster, and you can tell by the rate at which the legs move. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought they stacked. I thought I noticed like an increased number of steps per few seconds or whatever, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay. So this is not what the gear looks like. There's a stupid little top hat thing. I don't like it at all. I don't think it sucks. So I've just glamored. I think this is a Vigil. No, just a linen shirt. And didn't like the gloves either. So anyway, let us try out this attire. The Aoidos. How are we gonna pronounce that? Where'd the head go? I'm starting to do these things, and you know, just you're gonna have to deal with the nakedness. The head is like a bunch of fabric that is red and some black that is wrapped around. I was gonna say Bedouin, kind of like in the Middle East you might see people wear on top of their head. It's like a bunch of cloth wrapped around, but it has this little weird horn on the side of it. And yeah, red and black motif. The body's not bad. It's kind of cool. Once again, kind of some fabric wrapped in certain ways. There's a belt. There's like a sash around the middle that is it's black, and the sides go down a little bit past the knee, and those are red with some black patterns here and there. Some looks like some spades and some triangles. The upper portion, kind of some red wraps, some black lines, some little white here and there. A little bit of an open V, but the cleavage is covered by some of the wraps. Is the necklace like something I have on already? Oh no, that was just interesting. I like the body. I might actually use that instead of, we'll see here. Instead of the linen, whatever was it. The hands, the right hand is a white kind of cloth glove, and the left looks like a leather black with some red. Didn't mean to zoom there, sorry. The pants, it's hard to cut. Here we go, let's go. It's hard to, there's a command to have the camera, like your actual camera, move down. I just forget what it is, so we're gonna look here. The pants have, the right leg is panted, clothed, all the way to the ankle, mostly black, with some little gold things around the ankle area. The left leg, however, is like a boy short. And then the left hip has some red, but most of everything else is black, and there's a couple like little strings on the left leg near the rest of the fabric. Kind of cool. The boots, black. There's like a little, it looks like there's a little dagger attached down here, or something. Almost like it's banana shaped, weirdly enough, on the right foot, or right ankle. The left is unadorned, but yeah, black with some red laces here and there, like in the inner thighs too. And that little like gold leaf thing? No. You can just call it a leaf there, just so I don't have to figure out how to describe that pattern. Kind of like it. I don't like the hat, but let's put it all together. Actually, you know what? The hat goes pretty well with the rest of it. This might be the only time that I use the entire getup, like the entire outfit, because I do like it. But what we do, make it easier for me. You can't just like right click and say put in inventory. Yeah. Does this say view outfit glamour ready items? What's that? Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to use the whole thing. I don't like the head a whole lot by itself, but I think it does tie into the rest of it pretty well. So, the only problem is oh, damn it, Dancer shares this gear, so I can't do that. Damn it. I can't do any of it. That's sad. And then if I were to glamour it, wait, it can, because they can all share it. And honestly, it goes with Dancer pretty well, I think. I forgot they made that change. I'm actually really, I'm not usually excited about shit like that, but I kind of like that. Oops. I'm gonna prove it. Not that you don't believe me. It's a recent patch, like the most recent patch. You can glam any class, any classes, any levels, gear. I don't like the head as much anymore. I do have this flower. Ugh, puffy red beret. Funky Cole Medina. I'll just use the flower. I ended up not liking the hat a whole lot. So yeah, that's for Bard now, but you'll see Dancer will keep it. That's cool. I like it. That's a long needed change. You know, what I think would be funny And also, just everybody would absolutely love it if they did this. As they said, Merry Christmas. From now on, if everybody in your party has done the main scenario cutscenes, you can skip them. Yeah, 28 minutes is like the fastest I have ever, with a really good group, the fastest I have ever personally experienced for the Praetorium. Castra Meridianum and the other one, the trial, are much faster. Like, still in the 20-minute range, but not 28. And the cutscenes, there's not as many cutscenes in either of them. There's one big long one in the middle of the trial, and only really one cutscene at all in Castra Meridianum before the final fight. But anyway, yeah, first time I think I've ever just said I like the whole gear. It's crazy, but I like red and black. They are my favorite colors, so I'm gonna use it. Anyway, I said anyway like 5,000 times. Hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Oh, no, Bard. We're Bard right now. Do I want to do a different bow with this? Do I have a different bow? The only thing you can't do is you can't glam weapons, like from other, except for Scholar. Scholar and because they're both books, Scholar and Summoner they can do the weapon thing. But wait, I already had 240. Oh, let's see if I have like a red and black. Ooh, not that one. That's slightly better. No, that's level 51. When did I do this? When did I do this? I don't remember doing this at all. I got a bow of the crags? When did I do this? That's ridiculous looking. I wish I could do this without a target. I can do this. No, I need a target for that. Damn it. I don't have anything that I can do without a target. Lame. I don't want this though. It's gaudy. Do I have to use a clear prism to get the one? Is this one as bad as I'm thinking? It's blue. It's not great. One of them I said was like kind of okay. Like this one's kind of okay, I think. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I forgot I had done the. I don't think the bow of the crags looks good at all. I don't know why I did that. There's so many other ones that are better. I would never ever use that bow. Oh wait, did I accidentally? Do I have it for all of them now? Because I did it for warrior. Hold on, I don't viper or anything. Nope. That was just a thought, but nope. Okay. Finally. Hope you enjoyed. So does my tiny tortoise. It likes to spin all the time. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye for now.